cinema matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay.
Everybody now.
Green Lantern, the ultimate mafia dom. When he says, kiss my ring, you better kiss that ring.
I don't know if you'd want to put your lips on that ring.
Yeah.
You don't know where that ring has been.
Yeah, think about how many aliens have handled that ring.
Yeah, was this ring gold at one point?
He wasn't the first Lantern to put something like long and tube-like through that ring. And not all aliens have fingers.
I was about to say, if an alien's all ass, you know, then
That was an anal piercing for some Green Lantern.
yeah, imagine one of us found that spaceship. Take the ring. No, that's all right. Take it. No, that's all right. I don't need it.
I actually think they
Take
have
this ring, boy.
Well, now this is the Green Lantern that the fans have been waiting on. If it was on TV,
As a Green Lantern fan, no, it is not the Green Lantern we've been waiting for.
in brightest day and blackest night. I prayed to God they won't f up the Green Lantern tonight.
this is about as black as a night gets for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know.
I think you didn't charge your ring up all the way.
Dude, even though I didn't see a horrible movie tonight.
Because there was stuff about it that's really genuinely cool. And the stuff that so isn't cool, just you're doubly mad at it.
Space, homie, space. Because everything that was in space was cool. This badass purple alien called Abin Sur, even got a cool ass name, Abin Sur. He should open up an Indian
It's like,
restaurant.
God damn it, it's Sir Abin.
The actor for that is Tamura Morrison.
He was Jango Fett in the Star Wars
That's
movies.
it. That was him.
That's right.
He has defeated like the biggest, baddest villain in 25 quadrants or something. Parallax. And Parallax busts loose one day. I don't know how. He just gets so mad, like, I'm tired of this. Parallax comes after Abin Sur and mortally wounds him. Now, Abin Sur says, I got to land at the nearest planet, which is Earth. He lands and he says, look, I'm gonna die. So he says, ring, fly off and find the next guy for the job. You know what to do. And that next guy is a cocky ass ace pilot called Hal Jordan, played by Ryan Reynolds. Hal Jordan is such a rebel that he just crashes a jet plane. He's like,
He's
hey,
Iceman.
Yeah,
he's up
like,
there flying with the top guns.
yeah, like, hey man, what the f? That plane cost millions of dollars. Like, hey,
That wasn't my money.
Hey, y'all can give me another one, right? Mark Strong plays Sinestro.
Sinestro.
Yes, Sinestro
Sinestro.
even looks at him and says, you humans, I don't get y'all, but you a you disgust me.
That ring hired a Jerry Springer watching mother.
Not only does he have to prove himself as being the next Green Lantern and a human one at that, but he also has to get over his fear, which is kind of hard because he's going up against a villain that feeds on fear. When they went to Oa, that's the planet of all the lanterns, it was badass, man. They had all kind of aliens that would sit in the background.
Yeah.
And, all of them had the cool ring. I think even Gollum had that ring. He was like, yeah! He's a lantern. But Sinestro gets up and gives a speech and says, look, Parallax is loose. We're the biggest, baddest heroes in the universe. We know what to do.
We have never been defeated. Will we be defeated now? It was for this moment that we were created. But I don't need to tell you your duty. I don't need to tell you who we are.
They cut back to Earth, and you don't ever see that big battle. It's almost like that scope that they had for all the space stuff. It's almost like it's not even the same director. It's somebody who seemed to have a TV sensibility when they were directing all the interactions between the people.
The movie is written and produced by Greg Berlanti and Mark Guggenheim, who did No Ordinary Family, the TV series. It's that kind of TV writing where they were writing superheroes from 15 years ago, before we had movies like Spider-Man, X-Men, Thor.
But if you can't get the drama right, make it up with a cool ass villain. And in this one, you don't really have that. You got a guy with a nutsack for a head and galactic, and galactic diarrhea. You know what I mean? And neither one of them seen that, that big of a threat. Hector Hammond is played by Peter Sarsgaard. He's the villain.
No, he's coming in to be the Elephant Man that that Green Lantern has to fight.
Yeah, boy, that's
Green Lantern, I am not an animal.
You can see why he'd be a pissed off villain, because that does kind of put a little bit of a damper on your dating life.
So what are you doing, baby? Are you looking at my brain? No, I'm not at all.
Leon, you were saying this. He knows Hal Jordan from like a kid.
Yeah.
He knows, and Blake Lively is in here as Carol Ferris, and
Yeah, they all mentioned that they know each other.
They all grew up as kids
Either,
and
either they
stuff.
went to high school or they were kids or something.
Right, and there never feels like there's something big missing there, which is that you feel that you should have Hal Jordan and Carol Ferris genuinely like who Hector Hammond was.
just to let you know that we're trying to be fair, Mark Strong gives a great performance. Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds is great.
Ryan Reynolds sells a lot of. This is a great role for him because it fits his personality. All the special effects, I think, are great. Even though I had no problem with the way they appear when Hal Jordan does his effects, But I still think his powers are silly. I don't hate it. As somebody who's not a Green Lantern fan, I was like, I really want to learn to like this character more, and this movie didn't allow me to do that. It's a high rental for me.
I don't know. I think it's a perfect movie for a Green Lantern fan who's 11 years old. I put it at a high rental also.
It's not impressive enough to see in the theater. Certainly the 3D is not really that big of a deal for it either. There's lots of dialogue, just major missteps in here. Yeah, the best I can say is when it comes out on DVD, by all means, rent it.
A guy who brought me the coolest James Bond movie in a long time, Casino Royale, really could have watched this film in post and go, all right, this is good enough to put it out in the theaters. And it's disappointing, but I will give it a matinee only because I would still like to see it on the big screen.
And maybe I just don't buy Green Lantern because they say when you wear the ring, it manifests whatever comes to mind. And I knew I would make the worst Green Lantern. I get out there trying to fight an alien. I'd be like, waffles. Here.
You titties. You'd have a space orgy, and that would just become all kinds of fucked up.
Trying to make it real. Everybody now.